Locally owned. Always local. This is WHUC News 7 this morning.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us on WHUC News 7 6 a.m. report. I'm Shannon Brown-Jeans.
And I'm Dejanay Antoine. Topping our news at this hour, Hines Community College is the first community college campus in Mississippi with electrical vehicle charging stations. Hines has 3 charging stations. Adopt a Charger plans to install approximately 24 EV charging stations in and around the Jackson metro area to enable zero-emission travel and educate the public about the benefits of driving electric. The Mississippi Museum of Natural Science and the Mississippi Children's Museum will be the sites of the next charging stations. On the HCC campus, EV charging stations are available for public usage at the Eagle Ridge Conference Center and Resort at the Student Union.
That's interesting. Many students don't have electric cars, but they might get them now that there's a charging station. So hit the brakes and stop at Hines to charge your car and give a break to your mind.
Speaking of brakes, members of the Jackson City Council are pumping the brakes on an ordinance that will allow the city to bring on 6 additional finance department staffers. Days after voting the proposal out of committee, the measure is headed back to the council's finance committee for further review, after several members raised concerns with the proposal during Tuesday's meeting. The decision comes as news of more unpaid invoices, including some dating back to the 2022 water crisis, surfaced from the Department of Public Works.
A group known as the Goon Squad were sentenced Wednesday on state charges relating to the torture and beating of 2 black men. The 5 former Rankin County deputies and a former Richland police officer have already been sentenced to serve between 10 and 40 years in prison after pleading guilty to federal charges. The 6 also pleaded guilty to state charges for which they were sentenced Wednesday. The state sentences will run concurrently along with the federal sentences. They were also ordered to permanently surrender their law enforcement certificates.
Half a dozen contractors are finally getting paid, in some cases more than a year after they built the capital city for services provided. The Jackson City Council approved paying nearly $275,000 in outstanding invoices, including several related to the 2022 water crisis. City engineer Robert Lee Jackson incurred many of the expenses before Jackson Water took over the water system.
We're now taking it over to our first look with weatherwoman Tamara Heyman. What can we expect for this coming week?
This morning, we're going to have a few light showers moving into the picture as we get ready to come out the door this morning. Rain chances will increase briefly into the mid-morning hours before we return to dry out, but briefly, we're going to have relatively gloomy conditions through the rest of the day and throughout the rest of the week. Back to you, Shannon and Deja.
Thanks, Tamara.
Spring is here, and don't be surprised if you hear something that you haven't heard in a while. It's coming soon. After this break.
The Radio and Television Production and Broadcast Technology Department is an intensive, hands-on training program designed to familiarize students with multimedia reporting. We welcome the best and the brightest students to come join the community at Hines Community College, Utica campus. Students receive up-to-date and dynamic instruction from faculty members who are dedicated to fulfilling hands-on training using state-of-the-art equipment and facilities. I invite you to learn more about Hines Community College radio and television program and join us on our great journey that focuses on student success.
Contact Timothy Chrysler at 601-885-7071 for more information. You're watching WHUC News 7, Hines' very own.
Welcome back, everyone.
Dejanay, have you ever heard of a cicada?
No, I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Well, get ready because parts of Mississippi could see a cicada takeover with a rare hatching just 2 weeks away. At the end of April, the beginning of May, some parts of Mississippi could come face to face with the rare hatching of 13-year-old cicadas that only happens every 13 years. These cicadas are black with big, bright red eyes and orange wings. We won't see this hatch in the Jackson metro area, but parts of northeast Mississippi like Okitabia, County, Neshoba, Pontotoc, and Scott County are just a few places that will.
An emergency road closure is slated to begin at 9 o'clock in the morning, Tuesday, along a section of Fortification Street, officials with the Jackson Water say. The closure will impact the road between Quinn and Monroe Streets. Westbound travelers will be detoured on a path going north on Quinn Street, west on Popular, and then south on North Jefferson Street, back to Fortification. It's unclear what work is being done. The closure will continue for up to 5 days.
4 years after Jackson's police department stopped releasing crime statistics to the public, the city's top cop says they plan to begin doing that again within the next 6 weeks. Since the new year begun, JPD started holding monthly meetings with the public where they can learn about these crime trends for themselves.
Now we are going to turn things over to our weather woman, Tamara Heyman, who will give us a full look at our weather.
With your Heinz very own local forecast, this is your WHUC Weather Authority.
Some breaks are expected in clouds again by the afternoon hours, but many of us will stay overcast. Highs today are headed back to the 80s. We will see a little change from warm to cloudy over the next few days. Better rain chances will exist by Thursday afternoon. We have a few severe thunderstorms over in Hattiesburg going up towards the Birmingham, Nashville area. Strong thunderstorms, some could reach severe limits in areas north of I-20, but a widespread of severe outbreak is not expected till Friday. So we have some flooding. We have high rivers. The river's high in Utica going up towards Durant, a little flooding over here in Crystal Springs and over in Yazoo City. Friday could feature a light sprinkle or two, but most of us will stay dry with at least a little sun. Everyone is gonna see a little rain on the satellite. So we have some rain from Dallas going all the way up to Chicago. Everyone's gonna see that rain. The first alert coverage will increase late Saturday afternoon into the evening hours. A few possible thunderstorms, rain, and thunder chances continue to rise through the overnight into Sunday morning. This system will move out by Sunday afternoon, leaving cooler to wake. Utica tonight, we're going to have 67 with mostly cloudy. And Saturday, the low 60s, and Sunday, the cool down is brief. We're going to be back to the 80s by the following Tuesday. Back to you, Shannon and Deja.
Thanks, Tamara. It's good to know what I need to wear for the week.
Yeah, I'm definitely glad that it's warming up. With the showers of the week, I don't know if I should put on my shorts or a jacket.
Well, we're now going to take it over to our You in the Know segment with Kai Beard.
Kai, what's something we should know?
There's a few days left to apply for the housing priority deadline for submitting your Heinz Fall 2024 application has been extended to April 19th at 11 a.m. Please note there is a non-refundable process fee of $100 for the full academic year of housing application for the fall and spring. Mississippi Afterburn Jet Rally 2024 will be held April 18th, 19th, and 20th at the John Bell Williams Airport in Raymond, Mississippi. This event is a fundraiser to generate scholarships for the Aviation Technology Department at Hines Community College. Mississippi Jet Radio Control Club established the scholarship fund to enhance and support aviation education in our local community. All right, the musical dog fight will run April 16th through the 19th for evening performance at Brooks Theater on the Raymond campus. Director of Theater Allison Stanford and Myrick Rivet, in his second year of piano and music industry instructor, will once again team up on the production. Dog Fight Hauntedly, a beautiful musical showing the journey of a young soldier who learns the power of compassion when he plays a cruel joke on an unsuspecting girl. The show is set in November 1963, featuring 3 young Marines who set out on their final boys' night of debauchery parties and maybe a little trouble before being deployed to Vietnam. That's all you should know. Back to you, Shannon and Dejanay.
Thanks, Kai. I might go see Dogfight. It sounds very interesting.
We will have more news after this break.
If you can't trust any other college news source, trust WHUC. They are the team you can trust with the latest Heinz news. From the state fair,
numerous antique vehicles,
the annual homecoming specials,
very interesting and refreshing.
and more. While others chit-chat, we bring you the latest to what's happening across and around the Hinds County area.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for joining us on WHUC
Trust Hinds' very
News
own
7 News.
WHUC News 7.
You're watching WHUC News 7, Heinz' very own.
Welcome back, everyone.
Gasoline prices continue to rise, up around 4 cents per gallon from the previous week. Demand for gasoline generally rises during the spring all the way through Memorial Day. This, combined with recent tensions in the Middle East, could put further pressure on gasoline prices.
The Raymond County Fair is coming up, and it will be here May 7th, and it will be a lot of fun, music, entertainment, face painting, food trucks, vendor booths, plant sales, and more. The event will start at 10 a.m. in the morning and end around 3 p.m. that evening.
The City of Jackson is hiring zookeeper and lifeguards. The Department of Parks and Recreation is seeing critical shortages of both. The mayor cited the popularity of both pools and the zoo as safe, fun alternatives for children and the families. The city will pay for certifications if you choose to apply for these jobs. Applicants can check the employment opportunities section of thecityofjackson.com. Jobs and application details.
We're now going to take it over to our entertainment segment with Harrison Sims.
Harrison, what's new in entertainment?
Looking for good food and fun? Mississippi's annual Crawfish Festival will most definitely cater to your needs. The festival will last through April 19th through the 21st. The Crawfish Music Festival parties on the front grounds of Mississippi Coast Coliseum with the beautiful Mississippi sound in the background. Cool breeze from the Gulf of Mexico welcomes attendees each April. Each night of the festival promises fun, excitement, and a little something new. Whether it's the headline entertainment, hot-boiled crawfish, crawfish cook-off, or exciting midway rides, you won't want to miss the event. Tickets can be purchased on the Mississippi Coast Coliseum and Convention Center website. The French Quarter Festival is happening. It is a free annual music festival held in early April, located in the historic French Quarter of New Orleans, Louisiana. French Quarter Festival features 1,700 musicians playing 400 hours for free of free local music from a variety of music genres on 25 stages throughout the French Quarter. Also, R&B boy band Boys to Men is coming to Pearl River Resort in Choctaw, Mississippi on July 5th. You all can find tickets and get exclusive concert information all at Bandstown. April 29th, Hinds Community College Raymond will be having a special performance by the Montage Dance of Theater. Their show is entitled Slow Winds at Coachella. Back to you, Shannon and Dejanay.
Welcome back.
Ford is recalling nearly 43,000 small SUVs because gasoline can leak from the fuel injectors onto high engine surfaces, increasing the risk of fires. But the recall remedy does not include repairing the fuel leaks. The recall covers certain Bronco Sport SUVs from the 2022 and 23 model years, as well as the Escape SUVs from 2022. All have 1.5-liter engines. Owners were to be notified by letter starting April 1st.
Just a few decades ago, turntables and record collections were used to collect dust, but now they're big in demand. Local record stores are popping up around the state and seeing a continuing uptick in sales ahead of National Record Day. The shops report long lines forming before they open.
Students, you still have time to apply for graduation in order to receive the approval. The deadline to apply for graduation is April 17th. We are now going to take it over to our sports guy, Christopher Farish, as he brings us the latest in sports.
Right now, this is your WHUC Sports, Hines' very own.
Though the semester is slowly coming to an end, the Hines sports world is still kicking. The Hines Community College baseball team cruised to a doubleheader sweep over Southwest Mississippi Community College on Tuesday. The Eagles took down the Bears in Game 1 by a final score of 10-5 and carried their momentum over to take the nightcap 4-2. The Eagles are 19-24 with 5 games left in their season, so there's still time to break even on the year. Hines softball is on fire. The Lady Eagle squad ran its current winning streak to 6 games after a doubleheader sweep over Northeast Mississippi Community College on Saturday afternoon at Ren T. Warren Field. The Lady Eagles picked up a 13-5 run rule victory in 5 innings in Game 1 of the doubleheader and downed the Lady Tigers again in the nightcap 4-2 for the sweep. They're at 23-11 with 12 games left, and if you want to see this 6-game win streak continue, the Lady Eagles have a home game today at 3 o'clock and 5 at Ren T. Warren Field. The Hines Community College golf team competed in a 36-hole MACCC championship on Monday at the Tunica National Golf Course. As a team, the Eagles finished the championship in 9th place overall with a team score of 638. James Lambert led the Eagles with a score of 72 in the first round and 79 in the second for a 12th place finish. Lambert also qualified for the Gulf District Championship, which will take place at Dancing Rabbit Golf Course in Philadelphia on April 22nd through the 24th. The Hines Community College men's basketball team will hold tryouts for the 2024-25 season on April 16th at 5 p.m. The tryouts will be held in the J.D. Boyd Gymnasium on the Utica campus. The tryouts are restricted to graduates of the 2023 class and 2024. Those who want to try out must bring an updated physical, $25, and basketball attire. Let's move on to some national sports. The NBA regular season has come to an end, and the playoffs are right around the corner. But first, we have to get through the play-in. The play-in tournament will feature the Lakers and the Pelicans battling for the 7 and 8 seed, and the Warriors and Kings going for the 9 and 10. In the East, the Heat and the 76ers are up for the 7 seed, with the Bulls and Hawks fighting to save their season at the 9 and 10. The NBA playoffs begin this Friday, April 19th. We did have some breaking news over the weekend. Former NFL running back Orenthal James Simpson, better known as OJ, passed away due to prostate cancer. The former NFL MVP had 5 first-team All-Pro seasons and was inducted into the NFL Hall of Fame in 1985. Though OJ was a force on the field, he was most known for the accusal of deaths of his ex-wife and friend. With one of the most famous court cases in history, he was later acquitted. Well, guys, that's all I have for you today on sports. Back to you, Shannon and Dejanay.
Chris?
Well, we'll now take it to Tamora Heyman with our last look at weather.
On into the rest of the week. Wednesday is going to be mostly cloudy. Thursday, we're going to have 20% chance of thunderstorms. And through the rest of the weekend, Friday's going to be mostly cloudy. And this weekend is going to be very rainy with showers. And Monday and Tuesday, it's going to be Sunday. So until the rest of the week, it's going to be very cloudy. So just make sure you have your jackets and umbrellas.
Well, thank you, everyone.
This was WHUC News 7 Morning Report. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay updated with our news.
Until next time.